doesn't. Hit sharply towards the hole. It's gobbled up, and they get two. Great double play. So they pick up 2 hits in the inning, but leave the bases loaded. And coming up, we'll see the next. A crisp day here at the ball yard. Temperatures might be dropping a bit later on towards the evening. 0-1. And it's Betterman batting. He trails his team's leader in RBIs right now. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
Well, he's getting the job done this year, no question about it. Such production, so consistent.
That's one away.
That ball was hit extremely well, but fortunately, the second baseman had him played perfectly.
And Chacin's in the box. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1. A win in their last contest for the Nationals. They've been in control after winning game 1 of the 3-game series against the Blue Jays. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. And they managed to snuff out a rally in the last one.
Well, that's one of those games where you just hang on for dear life and hope you come through with the victory, and that's what happened.
To left center. Out number 2. And a special MLB treat coming up for Father's Day. It'll be the Philadelphia Phillies on the road. They head to the Rogers Center to take on the Blue Jays. Start time 7 o'clock Eastern. Carew in the box now. Steve, let's take a look and see how the pitcher's done today.
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
And the first pitch. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Outstanding pitch right here. Great break, great movement on this pitch to get the strike down and in.
Here's a big swing and a miss. 0-2. Here's the delivery. And he swings and hits this one foul. Popped up, should be playable behind the plate. And at first, that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off. Great piece of hitting.
And that's another foul ball. Swung on, bounced weakly to second. De Jesus throws on to first in time to retire the side. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. Toronto's in charge here. Anaga is up now in the top 10 in hits. Antonelli gets the call to come in and take the baseball. He's been chosen to take over out there. It's strike 1, can't make contact on the fastball. A terrific talent here for this team. Here's the first pitch. Smack that one. Long fly ball, but it's foul to the left. He's running. He swings and nails a liner. And there's one. Back to first. Not in time. 1-2. Won't get it.
That's an atom ball right there. That ball was smoke. He stung it, but right at the second baseman.
Yep. He's running towards second. There he goes for second. That one swung on its line. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. Toronto here's a position to get something done.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Stephen, looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
And there's the second out of double play. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Hager settles in. Let's take a moment to see how this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches. John, Steve, what do you think about how he's done?
You know, we've seen him move the ball around effectively in the strike zone. That unpredictability is keeping the hitters off balance.
And no doubt, Steve, he's got inside, outside, high and low. This is the kind of game he wanted to come and pitch today.
1-0 now. It's fouled away. Here's the pitch. And he fouls another one off. Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
With 2 strikes, the hitter has to protect the whole plate. It's very difficult to do, especially when they throw that heater up and in.
Yeah, we look at the standings in the Eastern Division, brought to you by State Farm. All-star break, not far off. Blue Jays up, lined right at the second baseman. And it's caught by DeJesus.
He's got everything working for him right now. Every pitch, he's throwing for a strike. That's 9 in a row that he set down.
And Bard's in the box. He's the top 10 in stolen bases for the league. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
The guy that gets them going offensively, he can move.
Swung on line to right center field. And that's through a base hit.
Well, you know the pitcher was hoping to get that 3-up, 3-down inning. Little bit of a breather inning, but that single will extend this one a bit here.
Heinz has a turn in the box. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Well, when you're playing behind a guy, you love to see him mix up his pitches, change speeds. But when you're in the batter's box, it can create a lot of havoc for the hitter. He's done a great job of that today.
Yeah, for the most part, he's been keeping the hitters guessing, not knowing or anticipating what pitch they're going to get. He's able to change it up no matter what the count.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. And he's there to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And it'll be the Blue Jays. Aguila into the batter's box. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning. First pitch to him. On the ground to second. Hager. And that's in plenty of time for the out. And we look at the standings in the Eastern Division, brought to you by State Farm. All-star break, not far off. First place, the Braves. In second place, it's the Nationals. Marlins third. It's the Mets in fourth. And for the Phillies, they are in the last spot. Collier will grab a bat and hit here. Here's the delivery. And he lays one down here. Antonelli. Throw to first, gets him, and there are 2 down.
Got to like the creativity, trying to get on any way that you can. But just didn't locate that bunt where he needed to beat it out and be safe.
How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
Well, when you go 0-1, you get 1-1. He's gotten 11 guys out in this game after going 0-1 in the count.
This at bat underway, 1-0 after that first pitch missed.
Offensively, now they've got to start to work the count.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall.
Well, a good job right there getting on base here with 1 away, standing on second base. Now a single will score him.
Let's take a look at the rankings right now and see how the Washington Nationals are doing. 7th in batting average, 8th in batting average with runners in scoring position, and they're in the top 10 in hits. An offense that can at least put the ball in play and find a way to get runners on base.
Swing and a liner to right center. That gets down. The tying run coming up. And he's in there. There's the throw. Safe at second, not able to make that play. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking. It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation.
Very important production we've seen. They still need some more, but they're starting to get it done. Epps is called up. He'll be pitching. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. Trying to keep him close. He's back on the bag. The pitch. Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1. And what you hope when you get a hit like that is that maybe you've got momentum starting to come your way because the game's not over.
Well, you know what? They've got momentum going their way, and if they could just find a hole somewhere, find a way to manufacture a run, they could turn it all the way around.
Sinker, swung on, missed. That's out number 2.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Pitching staffs for the most Ks for the month. Our State Farm leaderboard. The Orioles, number 1. Second, the Blue Jays. Third, the White Sox. The Angels, 4th. And for the Tigers, 5th.
Well, these are tough pitching staffs to have to face as hitters because you know you're going to get power stuff, and they're difficult to put the ball in play. So you need to take advantage of the base hits that you do get.
Lined, foul towards third. That swung on and grounded up the middle. Anaga, he'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Washington trying to get. It's going to be DeJesus. He's going to get things started off for us here after the 7th inning stretch. And starts him out here. Hit up the middle. Oh, my. How did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Descent in the batter's box. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. There he goes towards second. Swung on, line to right field. And that one drops in for him. Wow, that is his first base hit. It has been a struggle to get.
Every big league hitter can hit the fastball, especially when it's down the heart of the plate. Good piece of hitting right there. Doesn't try to do too much, but picks up a single to right field.
Anaga gets a shot here. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. The first pitch. And he tries to get one down. Carew safe at first. He barely beat it out. They say bunting is a lost art. Steve, this is how you do it.
Well, it's in the right spot, and an element of surprise as well allows him to beat it out and beat the throw from the catcher.
Bullen is the batter now. And here's a chance maybe to put this thing out of reach.
Well, this at bat right here could pretty much decide this ball game.
Late in the game, key at bat. Had him reaching that time. Strike 1.
Well, just because he's a fastball hitter doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball.
Swing deep into right center field. Way back there. A grand slam home run. One pitch, they turned a 2-run ball game into a healthy 6-run lead. Big-time grand slam.
Well, what a tough inning for the Nationals. Real problems out there now, missing their spots, and they're getting pounded.
First pitch on the way. A shot up the middle. And yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. He's going to try and test him here.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in walks, and they're the number 2 team in home runs.
There's a swing, line drive, center field. And again, this lineup right now on fire. He's on his way to third.
Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
Aguila into the batter's box. Grounded out his last time up. And in the batter's box, it's Burton. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
I can't blame the manager here playing the percentage.
Pops him up. That's one down. Collier is batting. Grounded out last time. Runners on first and second with one out. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to second. Gets one at second. It's Colon at the plate. He's driven home 3 in this one. The pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. So they add a 4. Hager up now. 0 for 2 thus far. And the first pitch. Taps this one foul to the right. Hut shot towards the hole. And he throws on to first for the out. Put away. Our State Farm leaderboard, the teams who have reached base safely the most often this month. The Cardinals, number 1. The Brewers, second. In third, the Nationals. 4th spot, held by the Marlins. For the Padres, they are in that 5 spot. First pitch on the way. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0.
Gary, with one out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Runs that one in on him. Can't lay off, though. 1-1.
Well, he just reared back and said, here it comes, big boy. Here comes my best fastball. He busted him inside with it.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, a great pitch right there. Threw in that slider, hit her just out in front of it. Swung early, came up empty.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Anaga, 2 away. And Bard's in the box. Had a base hit his last time up. He singled and later scored in his last time up. And he starts him out. And this is bounced foul to the left side. He deals. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. stops at second. Two-bagger.
Well, a great leadoff double right there. No outs in the inning. Now, let's see if they can bring him across.
Descent is the batter now. He's had one hit 4 times up. And this one's up the middle. That looks like a single. Jesus around third, headed for the plate, and he scores.
Well, he saw a pitch that he really liked, and he did not miss it. A really nice job with nobody out, keeping this inning going and picking up that RBI. Great piece of hitting.
Anaga at the plate.
Well, they're showing no mercy at all. They're just not letting up. They put the pedal to the metal, and they keep on going.
And in there, he gets that one down. That's his third hit, 3 for 5. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nationals. They wrap up the series with Toronto today. They've got tomorrow off. The Yankees come into town, kicking off a homestand. That series bound to be competitive. That's a 3-game series. Following that, a division rivalry. They face the Rays. So a lot of home games on the way. The fans will have a chance to see their guys many times over in the next couple of weeks. And that looks like an RBI and a single. And they can't cut it off. It'll roll to the wall. Now he's going to try to stretch it all the way home. And another run scored. He'll pull into third. That's a 2 RBI 3-bagger.
The pitcher's got to be thinking to himself, what do I have to do to get an out? That's now 4 straight hits he's given up.
Yes, settling in. We've seen this club's offense, and I think we're going to see some more. They're running away with it, Steve. Now, definitely not an overstatement to say this offense may not be stoppable today. Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2.
Well, that's some kind of pitch, and you set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location.
Down on strikes there. A nice piece of pitching work.
K-Cam shows 85 miles per hour on the velocity and not much movement at all.
It's going to be DeJesus. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Man on third with 1 away. Here's the first pitch. Swung on line to right center field. And it's through. DeJesus brings that runner home. Here's DeJesus stretching it.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together building confidence and whacking at it.
And in the batter's box, it's Burton. This is a potent offense on the field right now, really dominating. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Colon with the DeJesus running. Fastball got him 2 down.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Collier at the plate now. 0 for 2 thus far. That one goes foul. 0-1. DeJesus running towards center field. And it's through. That's a base hit. DeJesus headed for third. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you get in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers. That is huge.
Here we go. Here's the first pitch. It's fouled off. Foul! Smash towards the middle. The dive, and he's up with it. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. They pound out 6 hits in the inning. Heinz gets a shot here. He'll start us out here in the last inning. A regulation. That Aracamo will be coming in to pitch in this game. He's been chosen to take over out there. There's a bullet towards third. Throw one to first in time and away.
Well, I said, winning big right now. You just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
Goldschmidt at the plate. Got looking last time. Now the first pitch. Swing and a liner to right center. And that'll put Goldschmidt on first.
Perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. Hanselman gets a turn here. Had a double his last time up. Curveball just misses 1-0.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
At the belt, the 1-0. Fouled off. Foul ball! Here's the pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Good change that time, but he doesn't bite, and it's now 3-1.
Well, he tried to change up right there, but it just stayed down and off the plate.
The 3-1 delivery. That's going to be in there on a curveball for strike two. And on a full count, swung on and a grounder to first. That's one and two. Double play.
Oh, they won a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
All right, let's do it. Here's our player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. guest gets a shot here. It's the Miami Marlins coming off a win this 3-game series. Going their way right now, a win here, and they'll have a 3-game sweep against Toronto. And they managed to snuff out a rally in the last one.
Well, that's one of those games where you just hang on for dear life and hope you come through with the victory, and that's what happened.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Here it comes. Blown offer there, and it's 1-2 now. Steve, how about the pitching performance so far today?
You know, Gary, location means everything, and he's going with a heater. He's not trying to fool, but he's keeping the ball down, and he's getting him to do what he wants. It's pounded into the ground.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work. De Jesus at the plate. There's a ground ball. Dingman throws to first. Side is retired. So they scratch across a run. 3 hits and a couple left on. It is get back time for the Blue Jays. Now they've got to shut down the opposition. It is a beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. Brazoban into the batter's box. Flew out last time. And even though they're losing in this ball game, they're going to keep that pen active. They've got both the right and left-hander up.
Well, you have to go to the bullpen to stop the bleeding so you don't give up any more runs and give your offense a chance to come back.
Comes out swinging for the fences, but ends up with a strike 1. What's he doing to start these hitters out? Let's take a look at how he's beginning.
He's got to go right at the hitters, and when he does, it leads to success. He's retired 7 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. He couldn't get that one. 1-2.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
The 1-2 on its way. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. He's still going. There's the throw. No play at third base. He gets in there with time to spare.
A lot of times when you think of a triple, you're thinking of runs batted in, 1 or possibly 2. But this time he's the only guy in base. But he's leading off this inning with that triple and a chance for a big inning.
And a chance now to check out the schedule for Toronto. Tonight, the final game with Miami. They continue on another road series. The Red Sox hosting that one. It'll be a 3-game series. After that, they'll host the Angels, a series at home. That's a team they beat pretty soundly the last time around. Had a base hit his last time up. And here's the first one. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Well, just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
Don't want to speculate a lot on these, but you're looking right now. It looks like he's not in good shape.
Well, it doesn't look like he's going to return. We just have to hope it's not that serious.
Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And he drops back to the runners on the move. These are the lineups who have gone yard the most over this past month, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. The Yankees 2nd. Blue Jays 3rd, Tigers 4th, and we've got the Twins who are number 5.
With this sort of power, these teams have the ability to score runs in ways different than other teams because they're in scoring position when they stand at home plate because of that ability to hit it out of the ballpark.
It's going to be DeJesus. And a golden opportunity late in the ball. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. That's one. And it's tied up. The tying run crosses the plate. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
Those 2 RBIs, boy, that makes a difference. We can see just how much on this WPA chart.
A big moment on the mound right here, Gary. A test of his nerves right now.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And that looks like an RBI and a single. And this rolls all the way to the wall. And they managed to knock in 2 runs.
Well, the pitcher went to the bottom of the strike zone, but he wanted to sink it out of the zone. The ball doesn't do it. It stays up. He slaps it for a 2-run hit.
See, that was a pretty good pitch. That's a really quality RBI base hit.
That's good situational baseball by the offense.
It's going to be DeJesus. Steve, you get that feeling right now this offense is not going to be stopped. They've got themselves a lead late.
Well, they needed that one right there, Gary. That was a big at bat.
A fly ball. 2 away. Runner on his way to third.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in home runs, and they're ranked third in runs scored. An offense that's relentless, and they find different ways to score runs. Everybody's a threat.
It's Cologne at the plate. Last time up, flew out. Epps is the batter now. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. It's going to be gone. Swing and a liner to right center. And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. And he's in there.
A good piece of hitting and great piece of base running right there, Gary. I wasn't sure he was going to make it, but now he's on second.
That's a great asset right there to be able to exploit opportunities offensively, and that's what he's done.
And credit the base coach for knowing where the players were positioned on the field to allow him to get in there.
Aguila into the batter's box. And, Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Well, they're taking advantage of Adam.
There's contact. He drove it well. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They strike for an enormous inning. The Blue Jays game. Clemens settles in. He's going to get things going here. Home half, 7th inning. Bigby will be their new pitcher. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. Here's the pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Oh, 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3. I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters. Force them to put in play. Do not give them free passes.
Taps this one foul to the right. Now a bouncing ball to short. Anaga. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning. All-Star break looming large now. We take a look at the Eastern Division race courtesy of State Farm. First place, the Braves. In second place, it's the Nationals. At third spot, the Marlins. Fourth place, the Phillies. And down in last place, the Mets. Too far outside, 1-0.
Offensively, now they've got to start to work the count. They've got to try to get base runners on and get things going here. I mean, you've got 1 out here in the 7th inning. It's not too late to try to make up some of this deficit.
1-1 on the way. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. They take care of that one.
Good first step movement by the right fielder. Good angle to run this one down and make a nice running catch.
And to lose in the box, wearing the collar thus far. First pitch on the way. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Well, they need a big 2-out rally right here. Try to see if you can't reduce this 3-run lead a little bit. Leave yourself something to do in the 8th and 9th, but try to peck away at it right here.
Slider locked him up. He's behind 0-2.
Well, this is great pitching right here. You throw that breaking ball around the outside corner, hitting your spot. Not much you can do with that as a hitter.
Slider called strike 3. Side is retired. And a good defensive half inning. 3 up, 3 down. Toronto 8, Marlins 5. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Anaga up at the plate. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. Ferguson coming in now, and he'll be the new pitcher. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. He flew out his last time up. Here's the delivery. And it's fouled off. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a shot toward second. In time for the out. All-Star break looming large now. We take a look at the Eastern Division race courtesy of State Farm. It's the Blue Jays in first, Yankees in second place, Red Sox in third. Fourth belongs to the Orioles, and it's the Rays in the last slot.
Well, Toronto had so many different ways to win ball.
There's a swing and a smash. And the side's retired as they head into the dugout. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. Dunn at the plate. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far.
Well, they're trailing, but he's driven in 2 runs, so he's at least done something to help them.
Swings and misses, the good change right there, 0-1.
Obviously getting late right now, Gary, and I think that from the pitching perspective, you'll trade an out for a run at this stage of the game, understanding that for every out you get, you're closer to winning.
Hit up the middle. Oh, man, was that close. That was right back at him. Somehow he got out of the way. Let's take a moment to look at the stats. Leading the way, ERA, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the White Sox. Second, the Rangers. The Red Sox third. The Angels fourth. And for the Blue Jays, hit that one right back up the middle. Over to second for 1. And there's 2, a double play. And that one's going to be a candidate for play of the week, Steve.
Well, you talk about shifting momentum. You get the ground ball double play, and all of a sudden you're back in the dugout ready to hit.
Dingman is batting 2 for 2 in the game. Fouled off. Here's the pitch. A swing line to left center. And he gets it down. That's his 3rd hit, 3 for 3. He's going to try to stretch it.
A big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
A chance to find out what these guys are made of right.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. And they score the run. And he's still going on his way to third. Easily to the bag. They didn't make a play. Well, in a ball game like this, you make this kind of a play, you had better be safe.
You are in scoring position on second base. This is a very risky play. It worked out, but you have to wonder if it was too risky to take.
Not a lot of time left, not a lot of outs to work with. Focus here on every at-bat.
Now, Gary, you know what? They're chipping away at this lead, and just in time, too. They don't have too many opportunities left, so let's see if they can keep on cashing in here.
Comes set, now the 1-1. This is a swing, hit in the air. It is foul. It was that close to being gone. The 1-2 pitch. And he takes the ball inside, 2-2. At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch, and that misses the outside corner. It'll run it full, 3-2. Full count pitch. That one goes foul. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand a man. The Marlins, they're moving in this one now. They've cut into the lead. It's going to be DeJesus. He homered back in inning number 2. Foltz is called up. He'll be pitching as they make the pitching swap. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. Big swing and a drive. Deep left center field. Going back to the wall. Off the wall. DeJesus headed for third. DeJesus around third. Headed for the plate. Epps at the plate now. And at this point in the ball game, you'd love to add some more runs on that board.
Well, just get an insurance run or two to protect your relief pitcher.
Boy, he scorched that one. That was right over the mound. Out at the plate. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
The runner going on contact right there on the crack of the bat. He's going home. The shortstop.
Oh, he takes off for second. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. There he goes towards second. The tag, and they got him. Steve, looked like that was a strike. Ball was up high, but I think in the zone.
Well, up and away, but on an 0-2 count, you're thinking, I need to make contact. Exceptional job of eye-hand coordination.
Barrera. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. No runs, 1 hit. Giroux is the batter. It's the bottom of the 9th, and he's ready to try and make something happen here. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
1-2 pitch coming. On the ground to first. Bullen. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
One out here in the 9th inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
Clemens is up now. Ground out victim last time through. And the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2. Big breaking ball misses, 1-2. Lined, foul towards third. Ground ball towards second. DeJesus in time for the out.
Their hope is dwindling right now. Down by 2, 1 out left to play with, and they're going to have to try to come up with some big hits right here to try to win this one, Gary.
Brazoban into the batter's box. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Swing and a miss at that fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
It's time now to recognize our player of the game.
Well, you know, Gary, a lot of times it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but when you get those hits. And sometimes it only takes 1, and that's how this game was decided today. That one big hit was the reason this team won. That's why he's our clutch performer.
And Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. This is a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another major league team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League.